Hey guys, Corey here from Sky's the Limit Car Care, and today we're going to talk about Spotless 2.0 from CARPRO. Spotless is exactly what you might think if you're into car detailing, and that is it removes water spots. So water spots are generally formed from the evaporation of water, leaving behind minerals or something like that, generally some type of mineral or pollen or something like that on the surface. Once the water evaporates, whatever was mixed in with the water is left behind, and that will start to take its toll on the clear coat if you don't remove them. If you're on it regularly and you remove it with soap or a waterless wash, then you don't even need Spotless. But as you know, pretty much nobody is able to always keep everything off their cars, and sometimes it might be a week or two before you wash it. In the case that some of those minerals etch into the paint, then Spotless is also not going to help you. The sweet spot for Spotless is when those minerals have become attached to the paint in a way that soap and quick detailer will not remove them, but they have not yet etched into the clear coat. Once they've etched into the clear coat, you actually will need a polish, an abrasive polish or a compound, and we have a video about that if you want to get more into that. But today's video again is about Spotless, and so we're going to talk to you a little bit more about that. First, we should probably go over the precautions with Spotless. Number one, as with all chemicals, I always advise that you use nitrile gloves and keep the chemicals off your skin. Number two, you don't want to inhale chemicals, so it's best to have some ventilation in the area. The makeup of Spotless is acidic. It's on the scale of around pH of 4, so it's more acidic. So with that, you want to be cautious on things like glass and stuff like that. As long as it's cool, and as long as it's typical modern automotive glass, and the surface is not in the sun and not hot, then it's still safe on glass, but you want to use with caution. So as with all of the products that we offer, we always recommend that you use them in an inconspicuous area first, and beyond that, you are safe to use on glass and on clear coat and all types of modern paint. One of the questions that we get a lot is about how does this compare to the CARPRO dscale. With regards to that, dscale is also a water spot removing soap. This is not a soap, but they are both for removing water spots. With the dscale, you have something that you can move into your soap process, like you can foam it on, and that's going to work to remove a lot of different types of minerals out there. There is some overlap there. Some people, or I would say most people, probably won't find a need for both of these, but it just depends on what kind of process you use for your washing and what kind of situation you're in and what kind of minerals you have in your environment, whether you're next to, you know, limestone quarry and it's getting all up on the car, or you have spots from acid rain. One may work better than the other. So other than that, they both typically do the same thing. That is their purpose. This is a little more acidic than the dscale is, and that's pretty much all of the differences between the two. With all that being said, we're going to go ahead and show you how to use Spotless. So there's a couple ways to use CARPRO Spotless. One, you might use after you've washed the car. You might just have certain spots that didn't come out with your car wash, and so for instance, we have a few spots right here where we just washed, and those spots are not coming off with regular soap, and so that's where we're going to actually do our demonstration today. Some people are in a waterless wash environment where they're not able to use hoses, and in that case they may have washed the vehicle with waterless wash first. In that case, they can still use this. The important thing to note that is in either case, after you've used Spotless, you do not want to leave the remnants of the acidic solution behind on your paint, and so you want to neutralize it with in this case we will wash it back off with Reset, or you can also wash it back off with a good quality waterless wash. To start, we just go ahead and spray the CARPRO Spotless across the area that we're trying to resolve, and once we've got that sprayed on, we go ahead and let it sit for about a minute. The bottle comes with a foaming nozzle, which makes that very effective and doesn't allow the solution to drip off the surface as fast. It creates a nice foam, sits on the surface longer without drying out, and that's safer for your paint and also allows it to work for a longer period of time. So once you have the dirt off the vehicle, you spray the solution on the area where the water spots are, and because we have a foaming nozzle, that foam will stick to the paint longer than if it was just a liquid. Obviously he's got hydro foam on this car, so everything's sliding off pretty fast, but Basically, you just want to let that solution sit there for... Now that we've allowed the solution to sit on the paint for a little bit, it's been probably about 45 seconds, maybe a minute. I'm just going to spray a little bit on my mitt here as well, and then just gently rub the water spots off. And then I'm going to dunk this in my soap bucket. Get all the water, all the acid off of there, and come back and make sure we get all the Spotless back off of there. Now, if we were doing a widespread area rather than just this little local section, then we would just spray that off with a hose first and then wash it again with the Reset. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and I hope you enjoy the CARPRO Spotless if that's something that you're using in your arsenal. Make sure to subscribe. We really appreciate you joining us for another video. Look forward to seeing you next time, and don't forget all the links for the products that we've used today are in the notes below. Thanks a lot and have a great day.